Okay, hello. So welcome to episode number 7, I think, of Yarn Cave Dyeworks. I probably got the episode number wrong. I did not look beforehand. My name is Jessica Wynn. I am the owner of Yarn Cave Dyeworks, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as Yarn Cave Dyeworks. You can find our website, yarncavedyeworks.com, and all other information is in the description box. You can find me on Ravelry as Jessica Wynn M. Again, description box. So welcome to the podcast. I have a lot of knitting to talk about. I have finished objects, which I'm really excited about. One finished object I actually sent off to my sister. It was a gift for her, but I do have a pre-recorded video of them, and she sent me pictures of herself wearing them, which I really appreciated. She really loves hand knit socks, and it's really nice when the receiver, likes, is appreciative and likes to wear them. So that's really wonderful. I also have another finished object that you haven't seen at all because I knitted it really fast. And it's another sock. I'm really excited to show that to you. So let's get straight into knitting. Let's talk about the finished objects. So let me talk about the one that I have in my hand first. This is the Holly Jolly sock colorway by Yarn Cave Dyeworks. We are selling this as a set, so you get a whole skein of Holly Jolly and 2 mini skeins of our Holly Red to make these socks. And you can make the longer versions. I tend to like shorty socks. And I think this is a really fun color for Christmas. And I think even after Christmas, a Valentine's Day, it's just a very versatile colorway. And this is, for me, this is a size 6 or a 5. I'm not sure what I did. I think I did a size 6, a size women's 6. My feet are small, so they're a very quick knit. So this is the first one. I have to cast on the second one. I am doing that on a size 1 needle. And here is the cake I have left. I really love how it looks up caked up. So there you go. That is 1/2 finished object. And again, it's our Holly Jolly sock set, and you can find it at Yarn Cave Dyeworks. All right. Oh, and pro tip, if you don't have sock blockers, I don't have sock blockers, and I just can't convince myself to buy blockers. Just cut a cardboard box. I use crackers, a cracker box. Stencil it out as the size of your sock and shove it in there. Nobody will ever know. And it literally costs no money. We love saving money here. We love a good sale. Okay, so we'll move on to the clip that I pre-recorded of the Magic Heel Socks by Autumn Acorn Knits. So insert here. Okay, hello. So this is past Jessica before I record this week's podcast. I wanted to show off my finished objects for the week. This is the Magic Heel Socks. This is the Magic Heel Socks by Autumn Acorn Knits, and it's just a tube sock, and the ribbing acts as the heel, so there's no structured heel in this pattern. I used a rounded toe pattern that I just sort of made up, and then I Kitchenered the last 4 stitches at the toe, so it gives it this nice rounded look, and there's no pucker from taking a tapestry needle and cinching that closed. I'm not a big fan of the puckering for that closure. So here they are. This is yarn by Dream in Color. It is their Venice in Autumn September 2023 colorway that I got at our local yarn shop. It's their smooshy cashmere base, and it definitely lives up to its name. It is so soft and it is so squishy. And I originally got this yarn to make myself socks, but my sister loved it, so I'm giving them to her. And like I said in the last episode, you can see how from the first sock to the second sock, the ball changed the color saturation, and that is okay. So they're just fraternal twins. It's not uncommon for painted or hand-dyed yarn to do that, and I'm totally okay with it. I'm very excited to have these done. I used a size 1 needle, and my sister is a US 9. in women's shoe. So it was a long sock because I'm a 5 in my women's socks. So mine go pretty fast. So here we are. I'm so glad to have a finished object, and I will see you in the next podcast. Bye. If you enjoyed that pre-recorded video of my finished object, I was really excited to get them done. They are super squishy. My sister loves them, and let's talk about works in progress. So I actually picked up an old work in progress. What did I do? I picked up my Old Town cardigan that I originally started talking about in the very first episode of this podcast. Then I put it away because it was getting on my nerves. So I quickly picked it up and finished the sleeve of the sweater. So I just need to knit one more sleeve and then she will be done. And it's really itchy. It's so soft and feels amazing when you first touch it, but as soon as you put it on your skin, it is incredibly itchy and terrible. So I think that's kind of why I have a little bit of beef with the sweater, because the yarn is itchy and I'm disappointed. So, but otherwise, it's a really beautiful knit, and I love the Old Town cardigan pattern. You can see the edging right there is a feather and fan, and I just think it's really beautiful. And then there's our sleeve. And I wanted to do a poll and see if anyone could leave some comments. How long do you like to knit your sleeves? Do you stop at the bone of your wrist? Do you come down to your joint on your thumb? How far do you knit? Because I kind of was debating how long I wanted to knit my sleeves. This yarn is Juniper Moon in their 100% baby alpaca. I know, poor decisions were made when choosing this yarn. That's why it is itchy. Oops, I hit the wall. Sorry about that. But I did pick it up, I did work on it, and we just need to knit one more sleeve and she's done. So that's really exciting. Another work in progress we have here is the Celtic Forest shawl. And let's see here. Forget the author's name, but this is the Celtic Forest shawl. I bought it off of Etsy, and I am using earth fiber. Here is the tag. In their harvest worsted, and they dye this using cinnamon, and I think that's really neat. I've worked on this. I've been working a lot on this shawl. I really enjoy knitting it. I think it's a really fun knit. It's interesting, but it's not too involved that you can't pay attention to other things. So once you get past the patterning, then it's just knitting until you get to the end of each row, and I really enjoy that. So it's been really fun to knit. I'm on the 3rd skein. I have one more skein after this. I'll probably bust into it, but after that I don't think it will use the whole last of the 4th skein, but I definitely want to finish the 3rd skein at least, and maybe a little bit of the 4th. It's really squishy. This yarn, I think, is merino. It's 100% extra fine superwash merino, and it is super soft, super squishy, and I'm really enjoying knitting it. It's in my Fat Squirrel by Amy Beth bag, which I'm obsessed with. All right, and a new work in progress you haven't seen yet, and I haven't even thought about it much because I'm just at the ribbing. But this is in our colorway by Yarn Cave Dyeworks. This is our glue wine colorway in our luxury fingering weight. This has silk, merino, and royal alpaca. So it's a super soft blend, and I'm holding it 2 strands together to get like a DK weight, sport DK, but otherwise it is a fingering weight yarn. This is the Good pattern. I did not look it up, and I'm so sorry. I'll leave it in the description box, but I'm only at the ribbing. It calls for 4 inches of 1x1, so I'm only halfway there right now, and I am using size 6 needles. The pattern has you adjust your needles according to the size you want. It's not written for multiple sizes. It's just adjusting needle size. So for the ribbing, I'm doing a 6, and I think for the body of the hat, I'll be going up to like a 7, maybe an 8. And this is our glue line. Really pretty. Is that all? I thought I had something else. My shawl, my sock, my sweater. That's all of my works in progress, apparently. I am working on a sweater for a lady in my area. Her daughter was unable to finish it, so I am working on that. It's kind of taking up some time, but I'm really enjoying it. It's just I'm having fun with what I'm knitting right now, and I've been doing a lot of sewing. I posted a new bag in the store, and I am starting another one. It's almost done, and it's just been a fun time. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, we're going to just move away from knitting, a little bit about making room for yourself in the knitting community. You hear a lot that things are saturated right now. There's a lot of this going on, a lot of that. It's already being done. Like there's so much stuff in the knitting and crocheting community that has already been done, but you haven't done it. So make room for yourself. Just because someone else did it doesn't mean you can't do it. Make room for yourself in the knitting community. Don't let anyone make you feel like things are too saturated. Things are already being done. I mean, of course, don't copy people, make it your own, but there is room for you. You just have to make room for yourself. And that is something I have been kind of, that's my mantra right now because I tend to make myself really small. And I think a lot of people do that, especially in the knitting community because it's something I love so much. But, I always feel like everyone else is over here and I'm like right here. But that's not true. Everyone, you can be up here too if you allow yourself to be. So don't let anyone make you feel small. You can be up here with everybody else. That is what I've been thinking about right now. And so that's just sort of how I've been approaching everything in the knitting and crocheting fiber community. I'm making room for myself, even if it seems like there is no room. I think there's room for everybody and we can make room and we can be accepting to new people. It doesn't have to be cliques. It doesn't have to be this or that. We're not children. We're all grown adults and we can be accepting to everybody in the community. It's a big enough community that we can make room for everybody. So that is my spiel for today. And of course, this podcast is not super long. It's always short and it probably always will be. I just don't usually have much to say, like I say in my other ones. It's like the same old, same old. So I will talk to you guys later and have a good week. Bye.